I have privilege to welcome you on the occasion of New Year 2024 at the land of Buddha, the land of Ganges, at the soil of Patliputra, the mother of democracy, and the capital city of Bihar, the heartplace of our India. Myself, Deepak Kumar Bakshi. Once again, I welcome you and congratulate you for the successful mission of India Vision 2047 for a developed superpower, self-reliant and transformed India by the centenary year of independence, to hoist the national flag Tiranga on the occasion of 100th Independence Day on the 15th of August 2047 with great zeal and enthusiasm. With chanting the Jana Gana Mana. My dear brother and sister of India, my mother and father of India, my lovely children of India, we welcome you. I welcome you in the second revolution of independence after 1947 with a great mission and great vision 2047 for a developed superpower, self-reliant, transformed and peaceful India. Once again, I elaborate our 10 commandments of our vision 2047. The 10 commandments are unity and integrity, agriculture and industry, health and education, science and technology, peace and tranquility, development and management, strategy and space, energy and economy, ecology and environment, and last but not least, heritage and happiness. These are our 10 commandments of Vision 2047. We must work together with great zeal and enthusiasm to achieve the goal of our 10 commandments, the goal of a developed India, the goal of superpower India, the goal of self-reliant India, and the goal of peaceful and successful India. My dear friend and my dear brother and sister of India, we the people of India must move towards a golden destination in missionary mode for a developed India by 2047, the centenary year of independence of our beloved India, along with 1.5 billion plus nation, for the benefit of mankind, for the benefit of society, and for the benefit of the people of world. My dear brother and sister, our first vision is unity and integrity. Unity is the power of integrated India. When we unite, integrate the people of 1.5 billion plus nation, we will be superpower in the world. When we unite and integrate the mindset of the people of India, the mindset of the society, mindset of individuals, particularly youth and children, with an alignment of mind, body and soul, for a united India, for an integral India, we will achieve the goal of Vision 2047. The agriculture is most favorable culture in our country, the country of villages, the country of agriculture, prosperity. We must work for greater productivity in our agriculture sector to feed the great people of India. We must develop infrastructure in agriculture sector with organic farming, natural farming, with the help of modern science and technology, for a self-reliant country, for food and water security, for Kshitijal Pavak Gagan Samira, the 5 elements of life, for the benefit of the mankind and also for the benefit of the people of India. The industrial growth is also very important for a developed nation. When we become a strong nation of industry, the ease of business through manufacturing unit, through skilled India, through digital India, through Make in India, from villages to urban sector, then we will achieve the goal of Vision 2047. Both agriculture and industries are very powerful sector for a developed nation. The science and technology is one of the very valuable component for a developed country. The science is truth, while technology is the tool to resolve the problem of the society and country. Through engineering and medical armaments, infrastructure, institutions, we can develop a knowledge-based society. We can develop a technological era of ease of living. For happiness and wellness in our society as well as country. Particularly the modern technology like nanoscience, nanotechnology, the information and communication technology, the artificial intelligence, advanced computing and machine learning, robotics and 3D printings. The research and development in science and technology is must for the benefit of society and country like India, and also for a vision 2047. The health and education is most favorable and essential commodities for a developed country. When we develop in health infrastructure, educational infrastructure, then we will create a knowledge-based society, a knowledge-based development and management sector. Through better infrastructure in health sector, to combat the pandemic like corona, to combat disease like cancer, heart attack, and other severe disease, both bacterial and virus prone disease. We must create an infrastructure for pharmaceutical sector, for hospitals and health and wellness sector, from PSC in villages to All India Institute of Medical Sciences, including medical and hospital infrastructure, for a better, healthy and wealthy environment for the benefit of the people of India. Like health, the education is most powerful tool to transform the mindset of the people of India. From elementary to higher education, even research and development institutions, like IITs, NITs, IIITs, Indian Institute of Management, All India Institute of Medical Science, and engineering and medical colleges, general colleges, schools, and universities are very important for the sustainable development and inclusive management, for the development of ecosystem of knowledge-based society and management, and also for achieving the goal of 2047, Vision 2047. The peace and tranquility are also very, very important for a developed nation. The peace of mind, peace of body, and peace of souls of the people of country makes a developing nation to developed nation. We must work for peace and tranquility, not only in our country, but in the continent like Asia, and even in the global villages like world. We must do everything for peace and harmony in our society and in our country. In the geopolitical situation, we must develop an infrastructure for dialogue, not confrontation, for peace, not war, for harmony, not terror. For the peace and tranquility in our mindset of the people of 1.5 billion plus nation is very essential to achieve the goal of Vision 2047. The Sustainable Development Goal after Millennium Development Goal in this 21st century which was promulgated by United Nations Organization with 17 most favorable goals for poverty alleviation, employment generation, for food and water security, for health and education security, for the development of science and technology, to mitigate the climate change and global warming, the Sustainable Development Goal must be achieved by 2030 with the greater mission and vision 2047. We must develop infrastructure in transport sector like airways, waterways, railways, e-ways, roadways, for a smart and efficient transportation. We must do and create a better planning and designing, including execution of policies for the sustainable infrastructure development and management. For the benefit of society as well as the country. We must also develop our management skill to combat natural and man-made disasters like earthquakes, cyclones, wildfires, high-speed heat waves, lightning, floods and droughts, urban flooding, for the benefit of the society. We must develop infrastructure for better management of human resources, water resources, and natural resources to create the ecosystem of development and management. With the help of modern science and technology. The strategy sector is also very important, my dear friend, for a great nation. The strategy for strengthening our borders, the strategy for defense security, the strategy to combat terrorism and Naxalism, the strategy to create infrastructure along the borders areas in Himalayan region as well as coastal areas, the strategy to mitigate the climate change, global warming as well as global cooling, the strategy for scientific and technological advancement are very important to achieve the goal of Vision 2047. The research and development in space technology in missionary mode with the help of ISRO, we must achieve the goal of Chandrayaan mission, Mission Suryayan and Mission Gaganyaan through space research stations for hoisting the flag, national flag, on the surface of moon. Through satellites for combating the natural disasters, for early warning system, for management of land resources, water resources, human resources, for the management of ecological and environmental resources. Are most favorable aspects through research and development in space technology. We must also develop infrastructure to strengthen our energy and economy sector. The fuel, food and fertilizer are common in present scenario for a developing country. When we strengthen in our energy sector through non-conventional energy, nuclear energy, solar energy, wind energy, hydel energy, with clean and green technology like green hydrogen, supercomputer and superconductors. Revolution. We must develop infrastructure for a strengthen our energy sector through electrical EV mobility, through nuclear mobility, for sustainable growth and development, for the benefit of the society as well as the country. My dear brother and sister, when we will strong in economical sector, the powerhouse of economical growth, to realize the GDP growth, we must do work. For higher growth in economic sector, we must work for higher GDP, about 10 to 15% GDP per annum for country like India to achieve the goal of $30 trillion economy by 2047, to compete the developing and developed nation for a developed India, for a developed society. We must also develop infrastructure for mitigation of inflation, for generation of employment and elevation of poverty, for sustaining the economical structure through RBIs and both the private and public sectors. We must do everything for our economical growth, the sustainable growth, for the inclusive development. The ecology and environment sector are also very, very important for a developed nation. The sustainable development will be achieved through the balance between development and environment, through ecology and environmental planning. We must create infrastructure for combating the climate change, global warming and global cooling, for combating the natural disasters, for combating the food and water security. We must develop infrastructure for ecology and environment through mass scale afforestation, through biodiversity mission, through wildlife conservation, through water resources and natural resource management, and through development of our ecosystem habitation, both in rural and urban areas, with all the infrastructure facilities in respect of ecology and environment. The pollution-free environment, we must do everything for Clean India Mission, Green India Mission and Serene India Mission with the help of science and technology, with the help of people of our society to achieve the goal of Vision 2047. And last but not least, the heritage and happiness are most favorable mission of our Vision 2047. We, the people of India, must conserve, preserve and protect our natural, architectural and cultural heritage. Our glorious past create glorious future, present, and now for the coming generation we must do to create the future civilization through heritage conservation. Our indigenous technology in agriculture and industry, science and technology, development and management, energy and economy, ecology and environment are very important for heritage conservation. When we conserve our heritage, then we will successful to conserve our mindset of the people of India. The mindset of happiness, the mindset of body and mindset of souls of our youth and children in India. The happiness index in our society and in our family and also in our country create an ecosystem to work together, sit together, eat together, discuss together and decide together for one earth, one family and one future, with the message of truth, non-violence and peace, with the message of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, with the message of Satyam Shivam Sundaram, with the message of Satyamev Jayate, When we happy, prosperous, peaceful, then we will achieve the goal of success in our life, the goal of development in our society, the goal of inclusive management in our country, and also the goal of Vision 2047. So, my dear friend, we must be happy individually, institutionally, and familiarly. We, the people of India, must work hard for a happy India, for a prosperous India, for a peaceful India, and also for a successful India. My dear brother and sister, these are our most important commandments, most important goals, most important aims to achieve the goal of India Vision 2047, for a developed India, for a self-reliant India, for a transformed India, for a resilient India, and for peaceful India. We, the people of India, must work together with happiness and wellness for the future generation. In a missionary mode to achieve the goal of India Vision 2047, when we will make a developed India, a self-reliant India, a transformed India, a resilient India, and a peaceful India on the occasion of centenary year of independence, on the occasion of Shatabdi Samaroh, Azadi ka Shatabdi Samaroh, and on the occasion of 100th Independence Day of our beloved country, Bharatvarsha. For hoisting the flag, national flag, Tiranga, with chanting the Jana Gana Mana Adhinayak Jaya Hai, Bharat Bhagya Vidhata, along with 1.5 billion plus people of the nation like India, and also for the peace and tranquility in the world, to sustain the Mother Earth, planet Earth, and not only in Earth, the planet Earth, but also the cosmos, Brahmand, for the benefit of society, for the benefit of the people of India, and also for the benefit of mankind. And not only for the benefit of mankind, but also animals, plants, and flora and fauna. My dear friend, with these words, I want to welcome in the revolutionary mission and the movement of second independence of our country to achieve the goal of India Vision 2047 for a developed, superpower, self-reliant, transformed, resilient, peaceful and successful India. Jai Hind, जय हिंद, जय हिंद। वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम। भारत माता की जय, भारत माता की जय, भारत माता की जय। जय भारतवर्ष, जय हिंद, जय भारतवर्ष के लोग।